Hi Stampers! Today is World Card Making Day, and this is going to be my first video posting out there on social media, so I'm excited to share some things with you. Today I'm going to do a couple quick cards that are all fall themed cards to just kind of highlight some of the Stampin' Up! Products out there right now that are great for making fall cards. The first one I want to start with is the Autumn Goodness bundle, and this one has dies and a stamp set in the bundle. The card that I'm going to show you is using the wheelbarrow and some pumpkins, and just makes a really simple, cute fall card. So I'm going to show you how to do a masking technique, and I'm going to go ahead and start out with the pumpkins, and I'm going to use the Memento pad to stamp with so that I can use my blends markers to do some coloring. So on this one, I'm going to start with stamping the pumpkins, and I'm just going to make sure that I have enough room when I stamp my pumpkins to be able to fit on the wheelbarrow. So I'm going to go and I'm going to stamp the pumpkins first. And I also went ahead then and inked and then stamped on a post-it note, so that I was able to take the post-it note and just trim the bottom edge. So the sticky edge of the post-it note, I just trimmed off the bottom edge, so that what I can use it for is to take it and set it right over where I just stamped. Just line it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab the wheelbarrow stamp. And I'll put the wheelbarrow stamp on my block. And then I'm going to take and ink up the wheelbarrow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to stamp the wheelbarrow, overlapping the wheelbarrow onto, so that I'm actually stamping the wheelbarrow over that post-it note there. And what that does is that when I take off the post-it note, it allows for the pumpkin and the apples and the squash to kind of come over the edge so that I'm not cutting them off. So that's called masking. So then to complete the card, what I went and I took the blends markers and I used the blends markers to do my coloring. I really love how that works, especially like with the pumpkins and the apples. And I cut out a wheel. So what we're going to do on the wheel is just add a little dot. And I use the brushed metallic cardstock to do the wheel, just because I think that adds a really nice kind of shiny shimmer touch to it. I'm going to take a piece of ribbon, and this is from on page 25 of the mini catalog. And it's the All the Trimmings ribbon combo, so it comes with the old olive and the red. So we're just going to add a little bit of ribbon at the top. And I think the brushed metallic wheel kind of pops out a little bit too by using the ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a knot there like so. And then trim off my little bit of extra there, so that we have just some accent. And then I'm going to use, this is a piece I cut out with the Tasteful Labels dies, and I'm going to stamp this saying from the Autumn Goodness stamp set, all things come from above. And then this is a piece of Cajun Craze cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Stampin' Seal to add some adhesive. And this is going to go on my card, and I'm going to just kind of line it up towards the bottom. And then I'm going to grab a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals. And this is just going to kind of overlap the ribbon and overlap the top edge up here. And there we have our first quick and easy fall card. Okay, so the next card that I want to show you has one of my new favorite things from in the fall holiday catalog. I'm going to use the Autumn Goodness set again on this one. We're going to use some pumpkin pie for a color, but with this stamp, with this one, I'm going to start out with some pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use a piece from the Plaid Tidings 6x6 DSP pack, and here is just kind of a sampling of some of these colors of the plaid pieces that are in there. And I like plaid, and this is just the colors and everything that are included in this bundle are just absolutely my favorite thing right now. One other thing about these is they're on sale right now. If you go on to StampinUp.com and you look at their DSP, there actually is a promotion that they're on special for 15% off. So loving the plaid. So I'm going to use this piece. Again, very beautiful both sides, hard to choose which one to use. And then this is pumpkin pie, and it coordinates really well, so I'm just going to go ahead, and this is going to go right down onto my pumpkin pie piece of cardstock for my card. And then something else that I think is fun that's in the catalog is glimmer paper. They've got it in black this time, and I think the papers in the Occasions catalog are just beautiful. So this piece, I'm just going to go ahead, I trimmed it down. We're going to put this right down onto here. And like I said before, I'm just looking for some very quick and easy cards to do. So I went ahead and I stamped the pumpkin piece again from the Autumn Goodness set. And here is one that I already went ahead and I colored in. And this I'm just going to take some dimensionals, and this is going to go on top of the glimmer paper. Just down in the corner here. And then I'm going to, again, use from the Tasteful Labels dies. I just have a piece here. And the sayings in the Autumn Goodness stamp set are really nice as well. This one says, plant kindness, harvest love. And I think that's, you know, just kind of something fun and different. You know, you could send these cards for just a hello, it's fall. Or you could, you know, use it as a Thanksgiving kind of a card to send out as well. And I'm going to pop two little dimensionals on there. And just kind of overlap that so that it goes off to the side a little bit, but so that it's on there. And love, I mean, can you see that glimmer? Just a fun addition. So the black glimmer paper is great for Halloween, but can work for, you know, helping make pop, you know, your other designs as well. So there was another quick and easy card. And the last one that I'm going to show you is super easy, but it uses some really beautiful designer series paper that's also in the mini catalog. This card uses the Gilded Autumn designer series paper, and basically on this card, and I'm going to just kind of lay these out here, I'm taking and using some of the different pieces, and I've cut them into squares so that I can use them on the card. And it's a 1.5 by 1.5 inch square, and this designer series paper has, every single piece has some metallic embossing on it. So the pieces are just beautiful. So I thought one of the things that I wanted to do, or one of the easiest ways to just kind of show, is to take and just on a piece of, you know, cardstock to go ahead and just do a couple rows using the paper, and you can kind of see the metallic look there. So just a quick and easy card using the cardstock. You know, we all have scraps, and a great way to kind of take a strip of scraps and use it up. I'm going to take the Early Espresso ink pad, and again from the Autumn Goodness stamp set, this one just says thankful, and I'm going to go ahead and just stamp that about in the middle off to the one side so that I have enough room that I'm just going to take a piece of trim It's the braided linen trim, so it works great with all of your fall, autumn, Thanksgiving, you know, all of those kind of cards. And it's just a piece of braided twine, and I'm going to just tie it around here. See if I can get it to stay there. There we go. And again, I'm going to just take and trim off some of my excess so we're not covering up the words on here. And I'll just slide that up a little bit like that. And then we'll take some, I already put on there some of the double-sided adhesive tape, because that works pretty easy. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop this right on the center part there. And there we have another quick and easy fall card. So again, you know, we did 3 quick and easy cards that all, you know, are highlighting some of the beautiful papers that we have, you know, and some of the gorgeous fall autumn things. So on World Card Making Day, I would encourage everybody. There are so many people right now with COVID that haven't been out and could use a little sunshine in their day. So go ahead, stamp a card, send it to a friend, and take advantage of, you know, using all of the supplies that you have and sending a card on World Card Making Day. Have fun!